guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. As you can see, we're here with our children. I'm Maria, as you may know, and this is Martha from The Imperfect Mother. This is Nevaeh Rose. How old are you, Nevaeh?
5.
Nevaeh is 5 years old. And this is Naeem, the famous Naeem, right? And he is 18 months. So today's video is just gonna be about me and Martha experiences of being pregnant and having children at the same time, because obviously this is something that most people who have more than one child are going to experience, or if you're a second time mom, third time mom, you're probably gonna want to know what it is as well. So we're just gonna explain our experiences. Like I always say, if you're new, thank you for coming, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. And if you're an oldie but a goodie, thank you for returning. So let's get into it. So Martha, do you want to sort of explain to the viewers how you're finding being pregnant and having a 5-year-old?
Okay, so yeah, so basically there's gonna be, well, she's gonna be 6 this year in November, and I feel like the gap is good for me, because I know me as a person, I don't have patience, and so I feel like now that Nevaeh is at an age where she could help me, and she likes helping others, and I feel like this will be a great bonding session for me and her as well, for her to help the baby. And you know, are you excited, Nev?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, so I think the age gap is good for me, and it helps me a lot that I don't need to kind of, you know, turn around and see if she's doing okay. I know that she's capable of dressing up, eating by herself, and doing like the basic stuff by herself, so I can concentrate more on the baby, and I know that she will be here to help me. So
yeah. Okay, so for me, having an 18-month-old, well, it wasn't planned, to be fair. I was actually on a form of contraception. I was using the coil. So for me,
I can't believe that.
Yeah, literally. So for me, I didn't plan to have such a small gap, although I had reached a point where I started getting broody anyway, and my plans were more so to start in autumn, but then or even maybe after he had turned 2. So so initially it was meant to be when he turned 2, then I was going to start trying after my 30th birthday, but then I started to get broody, so I was like, you know what, let me start in autumn. But instead of actually starting in autumn, I'm actually ending in autumn. So, so the gap is then small. It has closed up because, you know, obviously failed contraception. But in terms of how it is difficult having an 18-month-old, because as you can see, it's a law unto himself. He constantly having to chase, but one good thing is it does take your mind off the time. Like, I can't believe I'm already 28 weeks now, and that's because I haven't had the time to really focus.
It goes quick.
Yeah, it goes so fast, so I haven't really had the time to focus on the pregnancy, and I've been more focused on keeping this one alive. So yeah, in terms of my experience, well, I wouldn't change it. Like, now I think, oh my god, you know what, it's a good gap for me. I think once they're both here, I think it will be okay. I think, you know what,
you'd be able to handle it.
I'll be able to handle it, even though I feel like I'm getting grey hairs already with this one. I'm worried, but you know what, you never get given anything that's too much for you to handle.
Exactly,
so.
exactly. And I just feel like with both of us, we are now in a different position where we was before. Like, because when I had Nevaeh, I was in university and I was still living at my mom's, and I was doing my part-time work, so it was a bit like but now that I'm settled, I have my own place, I've finished uni now, I've got a full-time job, and I'm with my partner. It's like, and the same with Maria as well.
Yeah.
I feel like now we're it's much settled, so we'll be able to handle it
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our circumstances are completely different now. Like, well, although for me, I was already married. I was already in my husband's house, and it was like a year. It wasn't actually that long ago because he's only 18 months, but I'm in a better job now, and my husband's also in a better job, so it's made it easier for us, and we're in a better routine financially, and you know, everything's just better second time around for us. So hopefully that's just gonna make things easier for us now that we've, like, it couldn't have come at a better time, to be honest. To be fair, although like I wasn't planning, I feel like God tends to have better plans than we try to plan, because it's, for me, I feel like it's working out better than I had tried to plan it for. So in terms of pregnancy previously and pregnancy now, like then and now, how do you compare the two?
So different. It's amazing, because I thought in my second pregnancy it would be so much easier, but like going through this journey now, my first pregnancy was much easier than this one. This one, I felt like I was sick for like more than the 3 months. I was sick for about 5 months. I didn't even tell people about this pregnancy. I think I only started announcing on my
social media.
Yeah, on my Snap when it was my birthday. I thought, okay, I'm 5 months now. Let me just kind of just take a picture of myself on Snap, and people will find out that way. But yeah, it's because literally I was ill, I was weak, I wasn't happy. My mood swings were all over the place. It was like a mix of emotions. It was so different from the first one. The first one, I was healthy, I was glowing, I was happy, I was, you know, I was much healthier. I was like, I think even when I took maternity like at the very last minute, and then I gave birth the next week. But this one, I took maternity like quite early, just because I was really feeling it. I was really feeling it. So yeah. How about you?
Oh, me, I think we probably have similar experiences, to be fair, because my first pregnancy was a breeze. Like, that is what you call textbook pregnancy.
Yeah, it was
like literally, I got pregnant and I'm just fast and I'm very in tune with my body, and that's the only reason why I found out, because my story is basically literally, it was my 1 year anniversary of being married, and I literally found out, well, that day I thought, I knew I was due to come on my period not long, either on that day or like a day or two afterwards. But then I started spotting, so I thought, anniversary ruined, and like, you know what I mean? And oh my god, this boy's gonna give me a heart attack. Can you come here, please? And you know, I thought like, okay, so you know, that's that. But then I noticed it was just spotting, and nothing came the next day. There was nothing the following, and there was nothing the other day. So this was now fast forward 2 days after my anniversary, and I thought, you know what? This was the last day, because I had like 3 different apps which I was using to track my periods, and on the third one, which was
what app were you using?
I was using, I think it was it called Cycle Beads, Ovia, and what was the other one called? I forgot what the other one was called. Glow.
Oh, I used Glow.
Yeah, did you use Glow?
I used Glow, and I used Glow for, because me and my partner was actually thinking it's time to have a second one. So we used that. It actually works.
You think so?
Yeah, it does actually work. Yeah.
I was, at that time, I was just literally tracking, to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I literally, when I think Cycle Bees was the last day, so when Cycle Bees reached due, and I still didn't see anything, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to take a test. Took a test, and I saw 2 lines. I could not believe it, and that was it. I had 2 lines, and then it was just like anticlimax, like nothing else. Didn't get sick, and to be honest, it's actually quite scary when you don't have symptoms, because you're thinking, are you still pregnant? Is what's going on? And these like midwives and doctors and stuff, they don't help you, because you're sitting there and you're like, so what do I do for 12 weeks because you don't get to know what's going on.
Yeah.
You have a booking appointment which is between 8 and 10 weeks. Mine was on the 10th week, and then you have like a scan which is around 12 weeks, and from between when you find out to when you're 12 weeks, and bearing in mind I found out 3.5 weeks, so I found out pretty early, and I was just literally worried, thinking what's going on, didn't know, but I did have some spotting during that time, so I went to early pregnancy unit, and then I was able to get an early scan and saw that there was a yolk sac. Yeah, there was a yolk sac, and there was all of this. So for me, I was like, okay, fine. But once I had my scan, I was fine, and even then the only symptoms that really affected me, I think, was in the third trimester. Like I got aches, like my body was aching, and I got a bit of heartburn as well. But apart from that, it was a breeze. This one now, this pregnancy, Lord God, complete opposite. Throwing up like mad. I found that again early. Again, like I said, I'm very in tune with my body. I was 5 weeks pregnant this time when I found out, and yeah, I literally from I think 7 weeks I started throwing up right up until about 18 weeks. So yeah,
the same. I think I found out quite late, and what gave it away again was my boobs. The first time
I remember, the
first time I didn't even know I was pregnant, and I remember Maria at work was like, Martha, are you sure you're not pregnant? Because your boobs are looking a bit like juicy.
I'm telling you,
a bit juicy.
Do you remember your bra? Like there was no, she was in between sizes, and I was just like, this is not fitting you. Like you're just spilling out of this cup, and then this one's too, like, it was mad. I was just thinking, this girl's
again, my boobs gave it away, because literally the first time when she said, Martha, are you sure you're not pregnant because of your breast? And I remember I had other friends telling me like, Martha, you're looking a bit heavy kind of thing. And I was just like, no, because I've got Crohn's disease, so I lost a lot of weight from my illness. But then when I was putting on the weight and the breast, I thought, oh no, like I'm getting better. So I didn't even think pregnancy at all. And so then people kept on saying, Martha, you're putting on weight, your breast is getting a bit large. I thought, okay, let me just take a pregnancy test. And then when it said I was pregnant, I was like, oh.
I remember, oh my God.
And this one, my breast gave it away again. This time my breast, it was very painful. Before, my breast wasn't painful, it was just really big. But now my breast was like proper painful. And I didn't have nipples before. Now I'm getting like erected nipples. Like I'm getting, sometimes I even have to like put my hands put my hands there, especially when it was cold. A bit cold. It proper comes out. So sometimes, like, if you see me like just rubbing it, like, it's because my breast is like very sensitive in this pregnancy. So
my giveaway was sleeping. Oh my God! Oh my God! So I remember the first time. So basically, this pregnancy compared to last, everything that kept happening. So this reminded me. I kept saying to myself, "This is what happened to me when I was pregnant with Naeem. This is what happened to me when I was pregnant with Naeem." So the universe was telling me that I was pregnant, but I just kept fobbing it off to one because I was on the coil. I don't think that, I was
crazy.
I was on the coil, so I just kept throwing it off. But I'll be at work. Granted, I'd work night shifts, but this was ridiculous. Like I'd be at my desk and I'd just be like, Maria, and I'm like, yeah. And then, literally that happened so many times, and I'm like, this is the same thing that happened when I was pregnant with Naeem. Then another thing that gave it away, I broke out really bad. And my face was like, I had, oh God, I just looked like a walrus. Like it was so bad, And I kept saying to myself, this is what happened when I was pregnant with Naeem. And I started to get like really gassy as well. Like I could feel bubbles in my belly. And I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna take a test, because I'm having a lot of similar symptoms to when I was with Naeem. So.
Sorry, that's my auntie at the background. We're filming.
So I thought, you know what, I didn't do. Let me just go and check, to be honest. And lo and behold, it's funny because I actually saw the test line come up before the control line.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I saw pink and I saw red and I was thinking, hold up, this looks a bit weird. I'm sure this is meant to kind of, and I was like, oh God, I was like, babe, I'm probably not even test it. Because it's just like, oh my God, like, I'm on the coil, I shouldn't be getting, like, it's meant to be preventative, but it turns out that the coil is probably, it's assisted pregnancy. Because the amount of people that got pregnant on the coil is, this is a miracle baby where it's meant to be here, so yeah.
Everything is a blessing, isn't it?
Yeah. So in terms of then and now, we'll say this one's more difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, this one's difficult for me.
For me, I would say as well, second time round's more difficult as well. Yeah. But yeah, so these are lovely first kids. Come here, Naeem. Come look at the camera.
Nevaeh, tell the camera what you're excited about seeing the new baby.
I'm excited about seeing the new baby, helping and caring.
Helping and caring. What do you think it is? A girl or boy?
What do you want it to be?
You want it to be a boy? Oh wow! You want a little brother? Sister? You changed your mind. Is it because Naeem is here?
Naeem's changed your mind. What do you want, Naeem? Well, you ain't got a choice because it's a boy anyway. But yeah, so that's our experiences of then and now, and our experiences also with like having children and being pregnant. So like my experience in terms of like having Naeem and being pregnant is it's a little tough because you have to run around, you know, you have to run after him. He slam dunks on my belly. He's just got no regard for me whatsoever. Look, tantrums. I just have no time. I get no time thinking about this pregnancy because all my focus is on this one. So, yeah.
The same with me. Like I still need to entertain this one.
Yeah.
She's like, now it's like the summer term, and obviously I can't just leave her and then, you know, obviously I had to entertain her, so I still need to take her out even though I'm so tired, but you still need to entertain them and she still needs a summer holiday, you know what I mean? So stuff like that is tiring, but it's something we have to do, isn't it?
Get it? If you're gonna keep having babies,
Yeah, exactly.
you gotta entertain them, boy.
Entertain them.
Oh God. But yeah, so well, thank you for tuning in. That's our story. That's like basically our pregnancy story / then and now / having how we're coping with having a kid and being pregnant. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got something from it. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and please don't forget to also add Martha on the Imperfect Mother. I'll write it on the bottom of the screen so you can see how it's spelled on Instagram. She's started up her own sort of pregnancy journey blogging kind of thing on Instagram, so head over there and, you know, show some love. But thank you for tuning in. Say bye. No, say bye.
Bye.